Hi, good morning, everybody. How you doing? Welcome back to school again. Yeah, I'm happy to say this welcome back to school. Since you guys have been on holiday so far, this is the first times that we'll be having this is the first set of times that we'll be having these online classes. So I hope you guys have been learning something so far. Okay, basically, I'll just say welcome to today's math class again. I hope the previous class you were able to get as much as you could get from the lesson. I hope you learned something. Because this in this class, you are going to be having an assignment to do, a classwork to do, an exercise. So I'd like you to pay attention as well, and then pay attention to the previous class as well. So before we proceed, one more time, I'd like us to say a big thank you to our proprietor and proprietress for giving out the resources to set up these platforms, and a big thank you also to the teachers who have been committed to teaching you guys online as well. You see, thank them for their commitment, and we are grateful to our proprietor and proprietors for allowing this to be made possible. And I say thank you to you guys also for following. You see, so thank you. You're welcome to the class again. So a quick recap. I believe in the last class, do you remember we are talking about measures of central tendency. If you remember, I remember, I'm just doing a quick recap now. Remember, in the introduction, we talked about um, measures of central tendency being a single value that describes, you see, the central position in a particular set of data. You see, it's not necessarily the middle of the data all the time, of the set of data all the time, but it actually determines or defines the a neutral position in a set of data. Do you see now? Within a set of data, that's just that, and then we talked about the mean, which is also called the average. We talked about the median. We talked about how the mean is used. You see, where we talked about the way the mean is used here, the definition of the mean. Remember, we talked about the median as well. You see, the median, and we looked at how for the mean. Remember that to calculate the mean of any given set of numbers, what do? We add all the numbers together. And we divide by the what? We add all the numbers together and we divide by the total number, the amount of numbers that has been given in that particular set. So you add up all the numbers in the particular set and divide the sum by the total numbers in that particular set before you get your answer, which is the mean. You see now, or also known as the average, right? Good. So moving on to median. Remember, we talked that median, if you are given a particular set of data in the median, for example, this set of data here, the first thing you do is what? To rearrange. The first thing you do is to do what? To rearrange. You see that now? So when you rearrange from the smallest. You rearrange from the smallest to the biggest. So from the smallest in the set of numbers to the biggest in the set of numbers. You see now? So there you see, like this one's now, it has been arranged from the smallest to the highest. You see now? So and then for and remember we talked about when the median is to be found. When you have to find the median and you have a set of numbers that are odd numbers, it is easy to find the median because by the time you rearrange from lowest to the highest, the median is always in the middle. There will be a particular number of values on the left and to the right of the median, which is the same set of numbers. The same amount of numbers to the left of the median will be the same amount of numbers to the right of the median. You see now. And for this particular example, we found out that the median was 56, because what it is in the middle of 11 numbers. There were five scores before it, and there were five scores after it. You see now. But in the case where there are 10 numbers, now you see, by the time you rearrange from the smallest to the biggest, you find that there will be just two numbers in the center, right? And then four numbers to the left, four numbers to the right. After the two numbers in the center, you have four numbers to the left and four numbers to the right. Do you see that now? So what do we do to find the median? We do the average of those two numbers in the middle, that is 55 and 56. You add them together and you divide by 2, and then when you add the two of them together, you get 111, and by the time you divide by 2, you have 55.5. That's how that was solved. Then, so moving on from all of that, I would like us to come into today's we are continuing from where we last stopped. We'll be talking about the mode, as you see. So what is the mode? Let's look at what the mode is. Now, the mode is a statistical term that refers to the most frequently occurring number found in a set of numbers. What does this mean? It means that in a given set of numbers, right, you look at all of them. When you arrange them, the number that appears the most, the numbers that appears most frequently, numbers that among all the numbers in that set of numbers, the number that actually appears the most of all the numbers, more than every other number, that number is called the mode. That is why you say that it refers to the most frequently occurring number. The most frequently. I believe you guys are writing. If you've not started writing these notes, I would like you to rewind and get your notebooks and continue this note as you started in the previous class. It's important for you to take these notes down, because when you resume, your notes are going to be marked. Okay, so you see now the mode. Let's continue. The mode is the most frequently, now look, underline that, the most frequently occurring number found in a set of numbers. That's it. It's as simple as that. Now, the mode is found by collecting and organizing the data in order to count the frequency of each result. What does this mean? You collect, when you have a given set of numbers, you check the numbers. When you get the numbers, you arrange them in order of in you can arrange them in ascending order, you can arrange them in descending order, whichever the case may be for you. But the most important thing is for you to be able to group them. How many times does a particular number occur in this set of numbers? You write that down. If it appears once, you write it down. How many times does so particular number in this set of numbers appear? Do you see now? And then when you get the amount of times that each numbers appear, then you can know the one that appears the most among them, the most frequently. Good. So and then now the results, look at this now. It says the result with the results with the highest occurrences is the what? The mode. Do you see that now? That's how to identify the mode. The number in that set of numbers that is the most or the highest occurring number, that number is called the mode. Now, I want you guys to remember that there are other terms included in which we use to measure central tendencies. Remember, as from the beginning of the class, um, the previous class, remember the mean and the or which is called average. You remember the median, which is also called the middle value in a set. And now we have the mode, which is what? The number um with the highest occurrences in a particular set of numbers. That is the mode. Do you see now? Again, the mean is also known as the average of the set, and then the median is also known as the middle value in a set, while the mode is the number with the most frequency or with the highest occurrence. Do you see that now? It's just as simple as that. Good. So moving on from there, let's look at some types of modal existence. I gave this heading types of modal existence because there are various ways by which a mode can be represented in a given set of numbers, and there are actually three of them. And they can either be, you can, a given set of numbers can have either a good mode, that is modal. It is either you have a modal um, um, number in the midst of them, in the I mean among the given set of numbers, or you have a bimodal case, or you have a zero mode case. You can have either a modal case or a bimodal case, or a zero mode case, a modal case, bimodal case, or a zero mode case. Make sure you are writing all these things down. Good. So now the first one, now let's look at the first one. When we have a mode in the set of numbers, for example, now in the following list of numbers, 16 is the mode since it appears more times than any other number. If you look at this now, 16, oh sorry, this is yes. Good. Now look at this now. You have 3 3 appears how many times? Twice. You have 6 6 appears how many times? Just once. 9 appears once. 16 appears 3 times, right? 27 appears 2 times. 37 appears once. 48 appears once. Do you see that now? So what is the mode here? The mode here is the number that occurs the most, the highest occurring number in this set of numbers. And what is the highest occurring number? Is the number that appears 3 times. And what is the number that appears 3 times in this set? That's 16. 16, therefore, we can say is our mode. Do you see now? So that's in a case where it is a modal case, a good modal case, a natural modal case. But there are other cases as well, and the second one is the bimodal case. Now the bimodal case is a case whereby you have more than one number that appears more than once. If it is not just one number that appears more than once, if it is two numbers that appear more than once, is quite rare. But I mean, it's quite rare, but to have such a particular order. But then when a case like this happens, you see it's called bimodal. And in some kind of records now, for example, you can have more than two numbers appearing repeatedly, appearing at the as the highest. They are all the highest number. Probably they all appear 3 times each. Do you see now? So in that case, is gone beyond just 2. So you are looking at a multimodal case, where whatever the correct vocabulary for that is, you know. But then in this case, we are looking at a bimodal case, and this is where there is multiple numbers that occur with the same frequency more times than others in the set. That is, with equal frequency, there are multiple numbers. Do you see that now? Occurring with equal frequency more times than others in the set. That is, they appear more and more and more and more, but they are the same amount of frequency. That means that is the amount of times they appear in the set of numbers are the same, and while as they are the same, they are more than every other number in the set. That's a case of bimodal um um that's a bimodal case. Now look at this set of numbers. We have 3 appearing 3 times, 9 appearing once, 16 appearing 3 times also, 27 once, 37 once, 48 once. So now you can see that there are 2 numbers here that appear most, that is 3 and 16. Do you see now? So in this case, our mode is bimodal. You're going to indicate it, that the mode, you're going to write something like this: mode equals 3 comma 16, and then in a bracket you write bimodal. Do you get it now? Not in this short form, make sure you write it in full, but I just wrote it in short form because of the space there. You see, this is the bimodal. Do you get it now? So you say it is bimodal. Good. Now then sorry the third part is when there is no mode at all in the given set of numbers. For example, when all of them appear just once, there is no repetition of any number more than once. When there is no repetition of any number at all, sef, what that means is there is no mode, therefore it is said that the set has no mode. Do you see now? It is said that what the set has no mode. If you look at this set of numbers, all of them appear once. All of them, they all appear, how many times? They all appear once. Do you see that now? They all appear once. So there is no way to determine a mode in this particular case. So moving on from mode, we have range. I believe you are writing this down. Range. Now what is the range in of a particular set of data? Now the range of a particular set of data is the difference between the highest value in the set and the lowest value in the set. That is, the when you have a set of numbers, now the range will be calculated like this. You have the h value, that is the highest value in the set, minus the lowest value in the set. Do you see that now? So when you subtract the two, you find the answer you need. All right, so moving on, you find in the first example that we have here, we have, I think, 2 examples. Let's look at this first example now. Example 1, look at this question. It says 7 JSS 3 students sat for a math examination during the holidays. Well, we are on holidays right now. Now it says, what is the range of their test scores? Now they all sat for a math examination, and then we want to look at the range of their scores. Now look at, this is the record of their scores. Student 1 had 89, student 2 had 73, student 3 had 84, next had 97, then 87, then 77, then 94. Do you see that now? So which one? So we're going to find the range of this set of numbers. Now remember that range is what? The highest value minus the lowest value. Do you see that now? And so what you first do is you first do an ordering first. That is, you arrange the numbers from the lowest to the highest. Do you see that? From the least to the greatest, you arrange those scores from the least to the greatest, so that you know which one is going to be the highest, and you know which one is going to be on the lowest side of the list of scores. And when after rearranging, we find that the highest score here is 94, right? 94. And then the lowest score here is what? 73. So we're going to bring them down. So our highest score, 94 minus 73. When you subtract the two of them, you find your answer is 21. So in this case, you say the range equals to what? 21. That's how to do that. So the range of these, then you say the range of these test scores is what? 21 points. Do you see that now? 21 points. 21 points. The unit of measurement is very important that you always indicate them. And then look at this second example. Now, this second example is, look at this now. The Babalola family drove through 6 western states on their summer vacation. Now, fuel prices varied from state to state. What is the range of fuel prices? Now, look at this now. There are 6 prices represented by 6 states. There are 6 states represented by their prices here. You see now, there are prices of fuel in 6 different states while they were traveling. You see now. So we want to find the range of these fuel prices, these prices of fuel. But first we do what? We do an ordering of the data first from the least to the greatest. Do you see that now? Good. So now the least here is 1.61 naira. Do you see that? Arranging down up to the greatest, the highest amount they bought fuel was 2.09 naira. Did you see that now? 2.09 naira. Now, then you do a subtraction between the highest and the lowest according to the formula for the range. Remember, is the highest value minus the minus the lowest value. Do you see that now? So that's the highest value is 2.09, the lowest value is 1.61. When you subtract 1.61 from 2.09, you have what? 0.48 naira. So you can say the range of gasoline prices is what? 0.48 naira. And then I used gasoline here because it's also gasoline. Fuel is also called gasoline. Is that clear now? So moving on from this point, I would like to give you a summary of that. Now remember that the range is a set of data. The range of a set of data rather is the difference between the highest and the lowest values in the set. Is the difference, take note of this, the difference between the highest and the lowest values in the set. To find the range, you first do what? Order the data. You see now, first order the data from the least to the greatest. Then what do? You subtract. Do you see that now? The smallest value from the what? Largest value. It's as simple as that. I believe you understand everything that I've taught you from the first class and to this class. So I'm going to give you this exercise for you to take home and then work on it. Solve this question. There are 4 questions here, simple questions, and I like to see you respond on the group, on the online platform, with your answers, either by solving in your notebook and then taking a picture of it and uploading, or you type your answers on the platform and then send it. Now there are 4 questions. Question 1 says, find the average range of the following percentages. Now find the average range. Now what does this mean? Find the mean. As simple as that. And then question 2 says the marathon race was completed by 5 participants. What is the range of times given in hours given thus? Now these are the time range of those 5 different participants. He said find the range of these values, of these times. And you understand what to do, rearrange, and then highest minus lowest. Okay. Then number 3, find the median of the set of numbers given in one above. So what this means is, you see these numbers here, these values here, right? So in number 3, in question 3, what you do is you find the median of those numbers that are in question 1, that were given in question 1, right? Good. And then question 4 says that what is the model of the following, what is the mode, that's a typographical error, that's an error, sorry. It says, what is the mode of the following set of numbers? Now we have, the numbers are 84, we have 56, we have 72, we have 64, we have 49, we have 51, 33, 83, 35, and 49. So what is the mode of these numbers? That is the number that appears the most in these numbers. So right now, I would say good luck to you as you solve these questions, and make sure you submit them on time without wasting any much time. All right, thank you very much for listening. Once again, I say welcome back to school. God bless you as you learn and as you give yourself to learning more and more. All right, see you next time.